Good morning, Cryptoverse. Hey, good morning. Welcome to Friday service. I am the Crypto Apostle. This is the smallest crypto channel in the interwebs. To take one from BitBoy Crypto, who's funny. How is everyone doing? Thank you for joining on the feed. Good to see you, Justin. Good to see you, Tim K. And good to see you, other Justin. We have two Justins. You can fight for the title of Justin. And yes, Dabs, definitely. Bitcoin is taking off. It is off to the races today. And yeah, unfortunately, the info around the liquidations has not been released yet. I'm surprised it's not released. Of course, I haven't tried to cover this yet, so I'm assuming it gets released in about 2 hours because Bybit, where I was looking for the information, has everything at 12. And I'm assuming that's 12 Eastern Standard Time for some very New York-centric reason. Perhaps. Yeah, but without further ado, Bitcoin is off to the races. Bitcoin is definitely pamping this morning, as we can see over here on the daily charts. I'm a good, big fan of the daily charts. Looks like we've got some resistance area between 58 and 61. Let's see if we can pump through there in the next day. Please. I know all of us would be very excited if we could see this pamping through there. Yeah, it's Justin number one. And cool. Justin Coolins? We shall see. Yes, so Bitcoin is pamping it up, trying to hit the 56,470 where it was just about 2 days ago. And it's looking like a nice, healthy daily candle. 4 hours, of course, is looking like a pamp it up. And the 1 hour is going to look like it's taking off as well. That's just how it's going to be. In the news, of course, we've got Bitcoin dominance, which is going up at the moment, but it was down towards the 49% range, which is really excellent for those of us who are trading, as most of us are, over on Crypto Hopper with DexStrats between either Profit Hero or Scalper. I do know there are a couple of volatility snipers out there. A couple of you crazy volatility sniper people. But yeah, well, hello, Marco. Good to see you. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, so Bitcoin dominance is down. Ethereum dominance is dropping right now, of course, as Bitcoin dominance is eating it. And Bitcoin dominance will probably eat it for lunch as it continues to rise. What's real fun is watching these numbers because as Bitcoin dominance rises, of course, Bitcoin price is going up, up, up. Money is about to flow from the alts into Bitcoin. And that's how it works. Money flows into Bitcoin. Money flows out of Bitcoin. Money flows into alts. Money flows out of alts. And that is the ebb and the flow of the market. If you guys are following CME Futures, tonight is the CME Futures, of course. And best way to find that is to go over to your TradingView charts. And you're looking for the new May chart, which is BTCK 2021. And you can add that over to your watch list. Tonight we will be doing a closing of CMEs, which means we're going to have a gap. Yay, gaps. We love gaps. We still have gaps from last week. We have gaps that may pull us up. May very well pull us up. We may end up with a nasty gap zone. We shall see. Wouldn't it be wild if by the end of the day we covered this entire gap range? Which is not an unheard of movement for Bitcoin. If Bitcoin were to do that today, we would be looking at something like a 8% day. Definitely not unheard of. And 60,000. But who knows? It'd be great, wouldn't it? Wouldn't we all be excited? Woo! Good morning. Yes, Mr. Tim K. I am Silas, of course. As some people know me, other people know me as other things from my days of late night television. Anyways, good morning, Dario. How are you doing, sir? From Italy, our Italians. I do miss Little Italy. It's looking so bad right now here in New York. So yeah, that is our Bitcoin CME futures new chart for the month. We are on the month of May as of tomorrow. Today is, of course, going back to Bitcoin, a very big day. We have the end of a monthly candle. I'm going to just switch that to auto so it looks better. We have the end of a monthly candle, and this is not bad. We're putting in our first red candle in 6 months, 5 months. We did 5 green candles, 6 green candles. My eyes are crossing. I'm not having enough coffee yet. Yes, so we had 6 green candles, and we're doing a red candle. That's not bad. That's healthy. And as you can see from the wicks, we did not all encompass, which is always good to see. And that will be nice because as of tomorrow, we will be on a fresh new month and we can get some more positive energy going. Won't we all love a little bit of positive energy to move this on into the future? Outside of that, our movers, we do love our Matic. Matic does not even have more than 2 monthlies. Look at Matic. Isn't that insane? Isn't that insane? And in fact, that's, I'm going to, weekly candles. What the high holy heck is that? Oh my gosh. Wow. So Matic is going to definitely be having a pullback. It needs to calm down a bit. There will definitely be some form of a pullback. I don't know how I'm going to do some form of prediction on that, but this is where we're looking at swing low to swing high for our zone of support. So it could be falling back down towards 55 cents. I mean, I really wish I had not. I had Matic. I had some good chunk of Matic, and Bitcoin was way down, and Matic was already decently up. It was not bad, and I decided I wanted more Bitcoin, and if I had waited 6 more hours... Oh, it happens to all of us. I tell you, you just cannot have regrets when things like this happen. You really just cannot have regrets. It happens. You can't control it. It's not like you can see into the future. Whoops. I can't believe I missed that pump. Oh, well, next time. Yeah. Let's see here. Yes, Justin Matic, dollars. Yes, you're making me sad. Maybe use something else than just Coinbase. Yeah, I use mostly Coinbase. I'm in New York. I don't have access to a lot of other things, so I use Coinbase to base most of the pricing and everything off of. This gives you kind of a good idea of what those of us in the quote-unquote financial capital of the world, we're not even that anymore. It's just an absolute... BitLicense is just a cluster. It really is just an absolute cluster. Guys, this is a great time to remind you, subscribe to the channel, of course. Pop that like button. Everyone says smash. I'm just going to say pop the like button. And do leave comments. I do like the breakfast comment. I had a bagel with sausage, egg, and cheese down at my local bodega. I have a new local bodega, and I'm very happy about it because it's nice, it's clean, and they charge me an arm and a leg. I can't believe I pay so much for something so small. I'm in New York. What can I do? Matic chart at Binance or so. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure we're going to see about the same thing, man. It's like one big giant middle finger to the crypto market saying, hello, guys, I'm here. Texas here. It's Coinbase only for me, too. Yeah, I know the Texas people also have limited access in some ways, but I have a feeling you guys are going to get more access than we will pretty quickly. Caleb, 60K, here we come. Now just need to sell my portfolio and get my bot going. Yeah, don't sell your hodl, man. The bot will get going. I actually have 2 bots going at the moment. I have one that is a Bitcoin-based bot. Don't do it. Well, I mean, it's okay. In the long haul, it's not quite the same returns as the fiat-based bot, but it does hedge out the market because for some reason it doesn't go into disaster mode. Unless it's a day like today where Bitcoin decides it's going to pamp it up. And that's New York for you. One big giant horn. Yeah, so that is Matic, Ethereum dominance, ADA dominance, Litecoin, which is maybe a poop coin still. No one really knows. It's complicated. Everyone has really kind of a complicated relationship with this coin for obvious reasons, because this thing looks like, yeah, who knows what the long-term viability of this project is. Our all-time high is at 420. Haha, go figure. Somewhere around 420. And we could get there, this market. But as you can see, it really does not do traditionally all that well and does not maintain value in the long haul. So be careful of it for your hodl. Everyone should have a hodl. Everyone should be holding on to a good portion for long-term hold, because where the market is going, you want to make sure you have that long-term hold. And you don't want to sell your Matic before it pumps. Gosh, that was a terrible morning. Maybe I should sell everything and buy BTC quickly. Don't make dramatic moves in this market, sir. Sold 3 positions, which freed up 10% for DCA. Now let the dominoes fall. That is the hope. You know, if you want to kick your hopper loose, some of us do it periodically. It's not totally recommended, but people do it. I just find it takes it longer for my hopper to come back to life if I do kick it loose. I took some of my deeper positions and I put those into, if they were deeper positions and they performed well against Bitcoin, I moved them all over into my Bitcoin bot, because I want to stack those sats, stack those Satoshis. Yeah, so Bitcoin liquidations, liquidation data is not available yet, although we are expecting this number to be somewhere around the $4 billion. It will be the second largest liquidation of the current cycle since January. It will be the second largest liquidation, expected to be. The largest being the $10 billion that was liquidated back in the middle of April. We're expecting this one to be half as much. Don't do longs and shorts. Don't be stupid. The whales want your Satoshis. The whales want all of your Bitcoin, all of it. We are way down on stock-to-flow deflection. Stock-to-flow deflection, of course, is based on how far away we are from stock-to-flow, which is based on supply of Bitcoin available. There is not a lot of Bitcoin available, obviously. If you're in this market, you should know this already. There's only 21 million Bitcoin. Many of them are lost forever. Some of them were used to buy pizzas. 10,000 Bitcoin pizza. That is a very expensive pizza. Anyways, yeah, so we are the lowest we've been on Bitcoin on the deflection since about December, and you can see the move in price we did. We went from approximately 18,000 up to 63,000. 63,000. So we did a 3x from the last time we were at this deflection. Stock-to-flow ratio today, according to stock-to-flow model, we should be valued around 92,000. We are currently valued at 56,000. We have a lot of headroom. How do we know we have a lot of headroom? Because the percent of our supply that is in profit is extremely low right now. Really low. We're at 85% of the supply in profit as of last evening. And the last time we have seen those numbers, I'm going to pull out 5 years. Nope, I'm going to pull out 2 years. 2 years makes it almost obvious. Yes, so that looks like it was about October. We look to have been, around October 7th. And October 7th, Bitcoin was valued around $10,000. And we went on to a 6x. Any questions? Next. Our greed and fear type index, which I prefer, is the net unrealized profit loss. We are around the same level as we were at the end of January when we were at 30,000. We went on to a 2x pump from there. I think by now you kind of get the idea. We have a pump on the way. We don't really know how much it's going to be. We have some ideas. We have some very good ideas because this is May. And in May, according to Stock to Flow, we are supposed to get close to $100,000 Bitcoin. If that sounds like a lot, try remembering last market when we were at 3,000 and people were telling us we'd be worth 20,000, and we were. Yeah, so at this point, it's pretty, all stuff says go boom. Yes, Marco. All stuff says go boom. Seriously. Like, we haven't had these many bullish indicators in a really, 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 really long time. So exchange balance. Something I've been watching very closely as we lose Bitcoin. This is the supply squeeze, which is really going to push our price up. And a couple of the exchanges have added Bitcoin. Interestingly enough, Coinbase has not added Bitcoin. Coinbase is where most of the institutional traders are. Binance has been adding Bitcoin at a very rapid rate. They added in the last 2 days, they went from 446 to 454, so they've added roughly 10,000? Yeah, 10, 15,000 Bitcoin on Binance. Bitfenix has been adding. Bittrex has been adding. Everyone's trying to add. BitMEX has been losing. And that is the dramatic amount of Bitcoin that they lost off of their exchange to people putting them probably on hardware wallets or taking them elsewhere back in October when we pumped. So, and Gemini, which is also fairly institutional, is starting to trail off again finally. After having bought up quite a bit, they are now trailing off quite a bit. So, future long liquidations, future short liquidations, we really don't have those numbers yet. Tonight we'll have definitely those numbers, and at noon today, I'm hoping at noon today we will finally see the 4 billion that was liquidated off the market. We, of course, are still pumping. We're at like 56,000. Thank you. Please pump. And Ethereum, please do the job and pump too. You can buy BTC on regular Coinbase. Yes, you can, but the fees are very large. So the recommendation, if possible, and you can qualify, is to make sure you switch over to Coinbase Pro as soon as possible. The fees are substantially less. You can also buy Bitcoin on Coinbase now with PayPal. The fees are quite large. We're talking like 3-4% fees, which are nasty fees. Absolutely nasty fees. What's your opinion about VET from a TA viewpoint? VET, I think I had that in my list. Maybe I had it in my list. Maybe I don't. That is VeChain, if I remember right. It's not something I'm allowed, so let's look at it on Binance. That is pamping up. That doesn't look... Yeah, this I don't like. I don't like that pattern between those 2 weeks. This looks like consolidation. It looks like manipulated consolidation, but it looks like consolidation. Each of these candles is encompassing the next one. I don't like seeing those. 4 hours. 4 hours is looking like a healthy upward consolidation. And I'm not seeing Bart Simpson patterns on the 4 hour, although this little thing here leads me to believe there's a Bart Simpson sitting there between them. Bart Simpson pattern is basically when you've got straight up, and then kind of jagged in between, and the two sides generally come down and about in the same spot, and that's a very good sign that there's some manipulation going on there. Some serious manipulation. I mean, you literally could look at this entire thing right here and be like, is that kind of manipulated? But we're in an unregulated market, so you really can't throw shade at things that are manipulated. In the grand scape of things, VeChain, if we are going off of bounces, something like that, We'll say something like this. It looks like it's coming to the end of a wedge, possibly. It is bouncing off of certain pieces. Even back here, you could say that that one just bounced out a little bit, and these are lining up pretty good. Those are good touch points right there. Touch, touch, touch-ish. I mean, these are touch-ishes. Yeah, it seems to be, and all of that seems to be consolidating. It is getting a buy signal within the last 12 hours. And MACD is looking like it wants to head towards the upward zone. Speaking of that, MACD on Cardano, and we're going to look at the daily. Cardano, MACD looking exceptionally good. That is heading up. It crossed yesterday, and it is headed up. So there's a lot of good stuff. Guys, we should have a really good week. I mean, I'm going to say it. We should have a really good week. Hey, man, what do you think about Sizcoin, Sizecoin, and potentially Vertcoin? Greetings from Cambridge. Well, greetings right back. Yeah, no problem, Dario. I don't know what they do. What does it do? Do you know what it does? You should know what it does. If you're investing in it, you should know what it does. By the way, this is a really good reminder time. A lot of you guys are on now. I am not a financial advisor. So this is not advice. This is opinion. And yeah, more for positive entertainment purposes. Yeah, I've been in the market for a bit. Been pretty used to it. We're not going to look at Syscoin versus... US dollar, Bittrex. You can only get it on Bittrex. You can't get it... Nope, there you go. Calculated by TradingView, Binance, US dollar. That's a pamp. That's dangerous. That looks like it could go poop coin territory. Yeah, that's gross. I don't like that. I mean, it's nice to trade that if you can sell out at the top, but it's hard to guess when those are going to be, and that was definitely quick. 1 hour? Ew. I don't like that. Am I on my Heiken Ashes? No, I'm not on my Heiken Ashes. There we go. I like Heiken Ashes. That's a downward trend. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Whatever that is. Yeah. Vertcoin is... Another thing I'm not allowed. And it's only available on Bittrex. Someone's on Bittrex. That's poop. That is poop. That is definitely poop. That is going down. See that? Down, 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 down. And yeah, and those price movements, 10% in an hour, you will get wrecked. You will get wrecked. That's not right there. That is a 10, 13, 14% move almost in the course of about 6 hours. That is a good way to end up dollar cost averaging and being in something that is going down. I do not like that at all. Monthly, that is one giant middle finger. That is a poop coin. It could do it again. I'm not saying it can't do that again. I'm just saying that is dangerous. You're going to get wrecked. Yeah. Now you tell me. Just drove past Cambridge. Oh, cool. Yeah, we got a lot of people from all over. So, Philippe, I hope that answers your question. I wish I could pronounce your last name. Is that Finnish? Yes, poop. Thank you, Justin. Yes, that is poop. That is so cool. I love all those. Yes. That is awesome. Yeah. Is that Finnish? That must be Finnish. I think. You'll tell me, I'm sure, in the comments. That's cool. I love seeing people from all over. Thanks, guys. You should put your little flags in the chat so we can see who's from where. That'd be really neat. I love it that we got people from... That's the greatest thing about crypto. We've got people from all over the world who are doing this. And it's... Oh, it's Czech. Oh, yeah. We've got a really strong Czech community who are in crypto. Yes. I have fans in the Czech Republic. It's beautiful there. Yes. From my old days on Coed Confidential. A lot of my films play over there. So, yeah. Yeah, we all sorts of interesting information on Twitter. I will put a Twitter account together for this channel specifically and make sure that my list of people I follow for good crypto information is on there. Just a reminder, a lot of us, of course, are part of the DexStrats community, and we all use different signals. I mean, I use scalping. I do scalping strategy. I like it. It's fast. It moves quick. Profit Hero holds for a bit longer, but Dex is really awesome. If you have not reviewed the products, make sure that you go in there and review your products. We had reviews pulled a little while ago for various reasons, apparently. And yeah, we would really appreciate it if you guys got in there and re-reviewed the projects. If you are not currently doing DexStrats and you would like to, we are doing Crypto Hopper. It is an algorithmic trading bot. It's great. It takes out some of the stress. Although some people would say that there's even more stress because now you really are participating in the 24-hour market. I love it. It's fantastic because at nighttime, you're sleeping and your bot is working away trading for you. So you don't really have to worry about positions that are open because if they go up, they get sold. Yeah, so you can sign up for Crypto Hopper. They've got some great plans. I think they've got a buy the dip deal right now where it's 30% off. Don't quote me on that. I think it is. And you can go to the marketplace and just search for DEX, as in decentralized exchange, and you will find all of those amazing strategies, signals, and templates. There's a lot of them. There's one that fits kind of every personality type, and I think you really need to pick something that fits your personality type because then you're a little happier. Like, I wouldn't be happy with things holding for days on end for a 6% gain. I like things to like go over the course of a couple of hours. And we have a really strong community over on Discord that talks about the strategies and is there to help everyone out. Deal expires soon. DexStrats, yes. Upgraded to Profit Hero yesterday. Good for you, man. Yeah, I upgraded really, 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 really fast. Personally, extremely fast. I think I upgraded within the first month to Hero from the Explorer thing because, yeah, I was very happy with how things moved. They do really well. It's good. Everyone's a little different. Everyone enters the market at a different time. You know, you could FOMO in today and do pretty well for the next couple of days, maybe. And then all of a sudden it goes into a correction. And there are people who enter at the bottom of a correction, and there are people who enter at the top of a correction. And there are some ways of telling when those happen. If you do Glassnode, which is my preferred, I do Glassnode. I pay for one of their early subscriptions, not the big one. Gosh knows, I wish I had that kind of money to spend on trading. Then I'd have a lot of money in trading. I'd rather put that money into Bitcoin. $750 a month I'd rather put into Bitcoin. Thank you very much. But one of the best ways to tell is percentage in profit, supply in profit. When that goes to 100%, always bounces off. And the correction is not dramatic right away, but it gets started. So anytime, and I do try to let everyone know when this hits 100%. Just to be warned, it's hitting 100%. Like back here, it bounced for a little bit as it was continuing to go up. But, you know, fair warning, that was definitely a dip between 46 and 44. So, you know, there's no use panic selling. You just kind of make sure that you're trading with the right number of positions and you've prepared for dollar cost averaging, because our dips are this market somewhere between 15 and 35%. It's been not as bad as last time around, where you can see right here I have like 41%. That is old market. Yeah. So there we go. We got some more questions. Upgraded. Yep, I answered that. Let's check and see if we got anything over on the Discord. And I'll bring that up real quick. And then I'm going to get the day started. I've got tennis strategy. Dun, 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 dun. I see one mention. Someone messaged me. Having a hopper running Bitcoin as base currency. I was wondering if you made any edits to trailing stop loss settings for the hopper. I did not. When I'm doing the Bitcoin base, I did not do any edits. I have not done any customizations as of yet. I'm following the template defaults. I also have removed all of my config pools from my fiat bot because, as I have been fair warned, the back testing is bugged and currently not working correctly. Crypto Hopper suggests that you use a paper trading bot instead. Yeah. I can't even. I can't even with them. Yeah, so currently just be careful about backtest and be careful about your config pools. If you do need to reset config pools and delete them and get rid of them, the fastest method to do that is to reload the template. It will blast out all of your config pools. I had to do it yesterday because I had over 40 config pools and I needed to get rid of them pretty fast because apparently backtesting is flawed. Yeah. So once backtesting is working again, you can be certain that I will be backtesting and trying to make sure that I've maximized all my potentials. So yeah, I haven't done that. I'm doing a paper trading bot looking at shorting. The paper trading bot for shorting is not doing too hot. I'm going to actually, never mind. It's up 3%. I'll show you. This is a paper trading bot. I loaded it with one fake Bitcoin, and it is up 3%. So it's doing better than everything else, but it has been down pretty consistently. So I would not suggest it one bit. Yeah. Unless it's magically working all of a sudden. I've been going back and forth with them saying that shorting is bugged. And they've been fixing things while we're playing with real money. So I will keep you all apprised. This is really annoying. You think it's better to invest in Bitcoin now, or should we wait till a large correction September, October? No. I think it's wise to do now. If you are aware of how the market works, we generally work off stock to flow model. Stock to flow X is the current model. S2FX is the updated model. By September, we are expected to have a $240,000 Bitcoin. Let that sink in for a minute. And if you wait until then, you will miss the parabolic, which should have us well above this line. There are many people who have said many things, everything between 350,000 to 750,000. Many things have been said. I don't know. It could. It really could. And then it will snap underneath. As you see over here, it always snaps underneath the stock to flow after it goes parabolic. If it snaps down to 100,000, we could be pretty lucky. It might stay around 100,000. We're not at 100,000 right now. You want to be dollar cost averaging in. That's opinion. But if it was me, and it's how I work, I would be dollar cost averaging in. Get that fiat out of the market where inflation is going and get it into Bitcoin because thing gonna get crazy. So when it hits 100, is it worth asking them waiting to start again? Selling, not asking. When it hits 100, is it worth selling them waiting to start again? Hey, crypto boy. It's blah. Justin Collins, I am not clear on your question. I wonder if, yeah. So when it hits 100%, is it worth asking them waiting to start again? Please clarify. Yeah. Goodness. Yeah, so some interesting, obviously, great to read, Modeling Bitcoin Value with Scarcity. This is by Plan B. It's over on Medium. It's definitely a read that you should use to make yourself aware of how this market works. Yeah. And a good one out today on Medium. The battle of central bank digital currencies will happen, but Bitcoin has already won the war. Seems like George was right. Bitcoin futures came to conclusion today, and Bitcoin is pamping. Yeah. George is a good channel. That is Cryptos Are Us. I would definitely suggest watching his stuff. He called and he showed some on-chain metrics, calling 54,000 as the highest point of pain, the max pain level that would liquidate the most shorts and most longs. That was the $4 billion number, which we are still waiting to be confirmed, but I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure they all got liquidated. Don't trade with leverage. I think he's asking buying now, selling at 100,000, rebuying when it dips. Problem is that there's no way of knowing when it is going to be the next top before it dips, and you've got to work off of your own strategy. If that's your own strategy, you have to work off of it. You have to be happy. I worked off my own strategy with Matic the other day. I moved it into Bitcoin, which was very low. Then Matic went on and did like a 3x pump in the course of 2 days. I could have bought a lot more Bitcoin after that, but I have to be happy because it was part of my strategy. That's just the way it is. You can't be regretful. And there are so many opportunities these days to do something like that. There really are. It's not going to be the last one. You really, at this point, there are so many trains leaving the station. Just follow a better example and actually hitch on to a longer train. You might see I've got some tickers up in the top corner of the screen. I am currently watching 2 of my meme coins. I should call them meme coins, like Sia Coin, which is kind of a meme-ish, and Potcoin, which is definitely very meme-ish. I've had a couple of those sitting around for a while. I just love it. It's fun. The cannabis market needs something like a Potcoin. Who knows if it'll be Potcoin? It might be something else, but Comp is doing really well right now. It hits 100%. Stock to flow should then sell and restart. Not necessarily. Sorry, not driving a Tesla. Sorry, not driving a Tesla. Are you driving a Tesla? You may be driving a Tesla. Don't drive and chat on YouTube at the same time. Be safe, please. Please be safe. Again, like, you have to be happy with your way of doing things. You have a strategy. You know how much you have into the market. You should take profits. You should make sure that you take out what you have in. You should. You should not prevent yourself from taking pleasure out of the success that this is. You should also have a hodl that's around for a long time, that you're going to hold for a long time. But there's no way it will go over. So a good visual representation of this, to do stock to flow deflection and to look at 2017. So there you go. See the deflection that hits in December 2017 when it pumps way over the stock to flow ratio and it goes parabolic. This is what we're going to deal with. So there's no way of knowing how high that pump is. Yeah. And then the dead cat bounce that happened in 2019, we did get a dead cat bounce that people thought, oh my gosh, is the bull market starting again? This is something that we see periodically. We see a dead cat bounce about 2 years after the bull cycle ends. So, yay, 2023. So, that's the deflection, and it does eventually end back down at 1, which is on the stock to flow, and then it'll go under it. But, trying to use predictive analysis of how this is going to happen is fairly difficult because this market is only in its third bull cycle, maybe 4th. I mean, it's really young. It's hard to say. Any hodl altcoins that you think are good holds? There are so many, man. You got Ethereum, obviously. Cardano is another one that's a good long-term hold. And I'm looking for others at the moment. I am looking for quite a few others because I think good portfolio development, as far as I've read about it, is about 50% towards your Bitcoin type thing, and then 25% towards your mid to small caps, mostly mid caps, and then 25% small caps, fun money, play money. And I love when I'm getting all these ads on. I got to turn off my notifications and my ads on Brave, but I like getting my bat coins. Bat coins are going to be worth a lot of money. Bat coins are going to be worth a lot of money. You should use Brave if you're not using Brave yet, because you generate bat at a crazy amount. I do like 6-7 bat a week easily, and it's actually worth dollars. It's kind of cool. Today is Cardano Epic Day. Yay, staking. Yes, yay, staking. 5% APY is an amazing thing. I love it. You know, when I was growing up, there were things called money market accounts, and you didn't need to put a ton of money into them, and you would get 5% returns. And 5% became 4, and 4 became 3, and 3 became 2.5, and 2.5 became 2. And yeah, so that's the story of where all of our high interest savings accounts went. Goodbye. Now they're basically charging us for savings accounts and driving us into crypto and driving us into yield farming and other things I can't do. I wish I could do yield farming. That would be fun. I can't, though. The closest yield farming I can do is play like Farmville. Does anyone play Farmville anymore? Musk hosting SNL tonight. Do you think this will affect Doge price? Yeah, it probably will. I mean, let's just face it. He'll probably come out wearing a dog head. But I'm fine with that, because Doge is just another form of fiat currency, and it's just an example of how people do not trust the government anymore, and they're willing to put their money into a separate fiat currency not backed by the government. And then that money is going to flow into Bitcoin and flow into other cryptocurrencies. It is a gateway drug, and I'm happy with that. People need to onboard, and if the best way to onboard them is through Dogecoin, then so be it. So be it. So yeah, that's Sunday service. All praise the Bitcoin gods. We're pumping. We're 56,000 now. It could be a really great day. Remember that the CME futures closes tonight, like 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, New York-centric time. Maybe I should rename that New York-centric time. Yeah. And we'll get our gap. I'm going to do my next broadcast. It's going to be a little earlier than this one. It'll be at 9 a.m. New York centric time. See that? See that? Also known as 1 p.m. UTC on Sunday. And I've got a Monday show, and we'll do a Wednesday show and a Friday show next week. And Sunday, I'm going to move back to its original 10 o'clock. I've been moving some work stuff around, getting a more stabilized schedule with work. And with that, I'm going to try to keep everything stabilized at 11 a.m. 10 a.m. What? My brain, 10 a.m. New York-centric time, also known as 2 p.m. UTC. And should be good for everyone. Glad you could all join. Thank you, Justin 1 and Justin A, or Justin C and Justin 1. Crypto Bois, Tim K. Thank you to all your questions. Dark X2, Caleb Drake, and our Marco, Mr. Marco, Dario, and Philippe. Yeah, I'm thinking I got all of you guys. Thank you guys for writing your comments, and do make sure you smash up the like button and make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. If you're watching this at a later time, I'm hoping you're enjoying the history that is in the making at the moment with Bitcoin, because this is all history in the moment. Thank you for joining us. Take care, and I will spot you all on Sunday. Yeah. Later.